Alright guys, we are back for another Dokkan Battle video. Today we are going to look at the newest, yes, the newest DOKKANFEST LR. We have another DOKKANFEST LR already. They are moving definitely very quick when it comes to these DOKKANFEST LRs, I will definitely say that. But we have yet another one here. This, of course, is the LR Golden Frieza. And Gogeta. We'll start with the 55% video here. Let's go ahead and awaken the character to LR, and we'll jump in. At the start, I would definitely say that this character's team, there's a good chance, like, we're gonna have potentially a lot of feels bad man moments. I mean, not unlike what would happen if we try and run the youth category team. I think the GT hero team can certainly take a lot of L's. I mean, even with, like, Omega Shenron's team, you know, we could lose. With the STR Blue Goku and Vegeta team, we could lose. But I do think that this team is going to feel not so good, unfortunately. So let's go ahead and get them the LR. I'll go ahead and level the character up. We'll get him the SA20. And we'll jump into some content here. I think we'll just go ahead and start in the, whatchamacallit, special battle. We'll just start in the special battle and see what Frieza and Gogeta look like, you know, at 55% against the really hardest content. I mean, there's a lot of different ways to utilize this character, so this is probably going to be a long video here. Alright, guys, yeah. So, I would like to start, on Golden Frieza and Gogeta's team. It'll be very easy on this team to satisfy, the two conditions we could to be able to basically do any ability of Gogeta and Golden Frieza's that we want to right away, right? With 4 extreme class allies in the team, this includes our Golden Frieza and Gogeta and the other ones, so we only need another 2 villains. That would allow us to use Golden Frieza's active right away if we need to. And then by having the 3 superclass allies in the team, that means on the second, Frieza's second turn, we will have access to Gogeta if we want to. Which I think will be easily easiest to do on this team. But there is one minor issue. And that's just like any of the GDC teams. This is obviously not a GDC team, but you understand what I'm saying. When you don't have the character on rotation, prepare to get butt fucked. The other problem I have here is that I'm running a certain stinker of a character. Oh. I think this will give us our best chance. Oh! We're good. Chat, we actually could live here. Tech Broly might need to dodge 1 super? Maybe he's okay? What are the 220% Golden Freeze is given? It's Transformation Boost, which Broly's on, so we're good. Gifted Warriors or Inhuman Deeds. Yeah, nice, dude. Okay. Tech Broly, if anything, Tech Broly could give us that first turn immortality, pretty damn near immortality, especially on a full 220%, right? Dodge, nice. Okay, cool. All right, yeah, we're looking good. Blue Goku is gonna super attack in slot 3, but we got our 7 orbs, so we're looking good there. Okay, nice, nice. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful. All right. So remember, I did jump into like a ridiculously difficult fight right away, right? Like you know, I like to start in special battle and we can kind of toy around a little bit with some of these enemies and see what it looks like. You know, just maybe in the interest of time though, because there is a lot to talk about with this character. I will maybe go to like 10th anniversary red zones or something like that, just so we could, you know, show everything that the character could do. This team itself is not gonna feel very good right now. Even with AGL LR Golden Frieza, who comes out in, what, 5 or 6 days, even him is going to be a massive buff to this team, right? Huge buff to the team when we get him. Okay. So, here we have Golden Frieza. With the team we built, we could go directly into his active if we wanted. Now, remember, you know, you do still have to pick between Golden Frieza's active or Gogeta's active. I think, like, you know, if we run Golden Frieza on Omega's team, like, with the way Omega's team does damage, like, you gotta understand how impactful this character is. Because Golden Frieza, if we do his active, I will just use his active right here, with the friend unit. Let's just use the active with the friend unit right here. Let's just go ahead and pop this. So, we'll do this, and then we'll talk about what it does. Let's see what his defense is. 228k. All right, let's pop it now. Let's go. Alright, now, again, imagine we're on Rose Goku Black's team. This character will be a huge Super Boss's buff. Or imagine we're on Omega Shenron's team, and we're in a fight structured like this, where a lot of the meat and potatoes of the fight is, you know, turn 1, turn 2, turn 3. This target mechanic giving us a free turn, dude, is fucking huge. It's massive. Alright, so let's hit this with my Golden Frieza, and then we'll just go directly into Gogeta. On the next turn, is what we'll do. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look here. So here's what Frieza looks like with his active. Let me just quickly, by the way, this friend Frieza is also 55%. So, I mean, we could, you know, directly count this as the showcase character. 55%, no equip sling, it's exactly the same as mine. There's actually no difference between the two Golden Friezas, I think. All right, so let's jump back over. So we have Golden Frieza's active right away. And you could just instantly do that with 4 extreme class allies. Again, it's very easy to build this team and fulfill basically this condition and then also this condition. You could easily do it, both of them, right? And especially, right, like we could take off Broly Chanlemo or Tech Broly and replace with LR AGL Golden Frieza, and we're cooking, right? So we have that. This gives Frieza 24 key, 400% defense, and target mechanic. So, that Frieza back there is going to direct every single attack towards him. Let's just go ahead and get Frieza. Let's just get our first rotation going right here. And then we can chat more about what they're doing. Let's just hit this. And remember, this Golden Frieza is going to get, he's going to get stunned, so. Okay, I could hit this, maybe set things up for PyCon. Our next turn doesn't look too promising. This is the problem with, you know, having both Golden Friezas just in turn 2. It means our chances to live the next turn, like turn 1 and turn 3, were both very low. So that was the friend Golden Frieza who got stunned. Damage pretty low right there. Now remember, every time Frieza gets hit in the turn, he gets 150% attack and a 10% chance to crit every time he's hit in the turn. So right here, it's, I mean, not looking too good. We also didn't really have very many of his links up, but that's probably going to be a common thing. Especially until AGL or Golden Frieza comes out, which is, you know, not for a couple of days, so nothing we could do about that, right? Alright, at Golden Frieza, the way I view this character, is definitely, I view Golden Frieza in, like, meant to be just like a tank. Like, to me, it's very obvious what we do in terms of hidden potential system build. It is full dodge, raw defense, and additional in that order is what to do. Golden Frieza, the gods are fine. Yeah, this is the gods. Golden Frieza does have build-up. So Golden Frieza can have, I think, a similar issue to, like, Vegeta and Trunks in, like, these special battle fights, which is that Golden Frieza builds up defense whenever guard is activated. Is how Golden Frieza has, like, a little bit of a build-up. But it's basically get targeted to get defense, which is not really the greatest, right? So if we jump over this right here, now remember, a hidden potential system dodge will trigger this as long as your guard is up, right? As long as he is guarding, then a dodge would trigger this and you get your defense. But like, if Golden Frieza turn 1 slot 1 gets instantly fucked by a super, you know, maybe he could take a lot of damage if you're going to hold out to use, you know, Gogeta's active instead or something. So, all right, we just have to live this turn. Dokkan will do good work for us, I'm sure. What the fuck is this? Huh? What? Okay. It's up to Dokkan, right? Surely? I think so, chat. Let's go into Broly. Broly would take some damage. He ain't dying. That boy ain't dying. Nah. Alright, chat. I mean, this is why we call him Dokkan right here. Dude, the game really does, to me personally, feel so much better as, like, more and more of these characters, like, you know, we're damn near running a full team of battle motions, just except for Broly, Chan, Limo. Like, that feels so good, right? Like, I know Pikkon doesn't, Pikkon's battle motion and Vegeta's battle motion isn't that good, too. Like, these are not exactly, you know, super elite, but, you know, you could tell the quality difference between that and a character that wouldn't even have battle motions. Chat. Let's hope we live. If we live, butt fuckery awaits next turn for this Goku and Vegeta. I think as long as Pikkon dodges the supers, we should be good. Alright, Broly is stunned. That's fine damage, fine tanking. Alright, the unit super attack does virtually nothing, right? Doesn't really... This doesn't give us any, like, super value or anything, I think. Alright, we just gotta dodge the enemy supers, that's it. The unit super... Yeah, it basically just gives them super effective against all types. That's all it does. It's so pointless. They should have really maybe tagged some 2-turn support on that. Alright, Pikkon, let's go. Just the super attacks by Blue Goku is all we care about. Yeah, he's not getting hit twice in a row. Come on, daddy. Yes, nice. Okay. We're good. We're good. Gogeta's showing up. Let's go. Nice, dude. Dokkan. Do not underestimate that kid. Remember, he's a dodge character. Right now, in these fights, the hardest fights in the game, you better be dodging. You best be dodging. You know, don't really come to me with that guard damage reduction shit unless you're like, you know, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, Omega, or something like that. Like, you best be dodging. All right, guys. So we got the boy out. Oh, good. I don't even need to worry about Broly, Chan, Lemo's orbs. Awesome. That's beautiful right there. All right, so the condition for Gogeta and Golden Frieza is exquisite. It's fantastic. It's amazing. It's stupendous. This is, I think, probably the best designed character in the game right here. There's just a lot of different ways that this is the most interesting character. I mean, I don't know if I want to say most complex, but there's so many different pieces. You know, this character's performance will be so different if we're running Golden Frieza on Omega Shenron's team, right? If we're running this character on like a full movie hero team or something like that, we can see such different levels of performance, right? So Gogeta shows up. It's pretty simple, right? Gogeta will show up if we have 3 superclass allies on the team, you know, and of course the leader skills, movie hero, movie bosses. Who knows what type of movie hero EZAs we could be getting in the celebration. You know, I was very optimistic and thinking that Tech Carnival Goku was probably going to EZA, but I mean, with STR Cool, I think that this guy, when he EZAs, he'll EZA with STR Cooler. I do think so. So, Cooler not being on the banner, I mean, they could drop, I guess, like, a random banner that could have characters on it, but I don't know. The superhero characters weren't there, right? Like, it's ROF Blues weren't there. Movie Heroes needs help, and I'm now maybe a tad worried that we're not going to get too much help, right? Like, Path of Power Kid Goku can be solid, but, like, he really wants to be enveloped with his links up, like, All in the Family and shit like that. Like, I don't know. I'm not, like, the super highest on what Movie Hero looks like, and again, I'm now a little worried that maybe not as many EZAs are coming as I might have hoped. Now, Golden Frieza does one other thing right here. So, really, like, if we wanted to, like, min-max our abilities, we could swap into Gogeta right away, and then on this turn, look, Golden Frieza does this. So, when Gogeta shows up, you have this in front of you. So, like, Gogeta now, okay, has a 50% chance to dodge, right? Like, again, we'll go back over. Gogeta has 50% chance to dodge. With every orb he gets a 5% chance to dodge. So 10 orbs, and he has 100% chance to dodge, which he's got. I think this should be fairly consistent for Gogeta to get 10 orbs when he first shows up. The problem is I did just want to kind of get to this turn. Next turn, we're also going to be in not really a great spot. Golden Frieza, we did already use the active. I guess Gogeta is going to show up on the other rotation, though. We probably could just go into the other Gogeta. So maybe I will just pop the active right here. We'll then transform with the gods, which will give us double orb changing, and then, you know, the gods should be good. Let me just test out the voice lines for Gogeta and Golden Frieza here. All right, now I'm going to tell you guys right now, I got into a bit of a discussion there. I saw one person was like, oh my god, it's unacceptable, his active skill. I personally don't really mind kind of like reused like animations to that extent, because it already does look one-to-one. I don't know, like, I don't really mind if it looks good. I can look at very similar animations to what, like, you know, the 9th anniversary Gogeta or 5th anniversary Gogeta. Like, I don't know. It doesn't really bother me as long as the animations do still look good, which it does. So, like, I don't really mind that really so much. Like, I remember, like, people were freaking out, too, with Beast Gohan, right? Some of his intro reused a little bit from the Beast Gohan active on the physical Gohan. But it's like, dude, the animation was perfect. Like, I would rather they just reuse that little part to put the extra effort towards something else. So for this Gogeta, where would the extra effort have gone from his active skill? Honestly, you know what the answer is? You do. You all know what the answer is. Let's jump over here. Let's sort through his 500 categories right here. Let's hit this category. You know why why his active looks the way it does? Because his active looks the way it does. That would be the fucking answer. All right, let's drop this. Oh, let's go over what Gogeta's active did. And this, I think Gogeta, his active turn, I mean, provided we're not going up against like a dodge canceling boss or something, I think is kind of like the pinnacle of what a character can, and what Tech Vegito does on turn 80 in festival battles with his active is pretty nuts, right? So, we could do his active as soon as we're able to go into Gogeta, right? Well, actually, no, that's not true. Yeah, wait a minute. That's actually not true. So you could swap into Gogeta. So, like, if we run this character on full super bosses, we actually can't use his active. Because you have to have 3 superclass allies on the team. Oh, okay. That was something that had gone over my head until this moment. So we could only use his active with superclass characters. So when we're running this character, you know, on the villain teams, Omega's team, as well as Rose's team, for sure we're gonna go for Golden Frieza's active. Because we can't even use Gogeta's. So this gives Gogeta this right here, the 540% attack for when he attacks with the Kamehameha. Then he gets 540% defense and changes all key spheres to tech key spheres. Now remember, he already has a 100% chance to dodge, Gogeta. The reason that they give him that defense right there, I mean, it should be fairly obvious. It's for a dodge canceling boss. This Gogeta with this active up, he is capable of tanking even like the Gohan in that really hard Supreme Magnificent Battle fight. So that's definitely looking really good right there. All right. Yeah, we could just go ahead and let the gods do a little bit of cookage right here. Let's hit this. That's fine. And with Broly, Chad, and Lemo, let's just get them the STR and Rainbow Orbs right here. Because this will give attack support to Gogeta. Alright, let's go. Let's see how we do. So Gogeta is going to be very silly. He has a 100% chance to dodge. Gogeta does. Which is great, because Blue Vegeta stuns, right? So we don't even have to worry about that bullshit. So we have a 100% chance to dodge. And then for every key sphere obtained, Gogeta, when attacking, gives 10% attack and 10% defense to all allies. So Gogeta gives monster support. Monster, massive support to the whole rotation. You know, on the active turn, when he has the full field of orbs, it's really good. And then for every 5 key spheres obtained, he gets a guaranteed additional super. So we're going to be able to get 4 additional supers from the full field of orbs. Because, you know, we got 20 orbs. So we'll be able to pop all those. And that's going to be good to go. Remember, when Gogeta attacks with 24 key, too, he does do guaranteed crits. So I think if you give a little bit of crit to the character, it could be good for Golden Frieza to give him maybe a little bit more bite to his damage, but it does nothing on Gogeta. I mean, giving crit to these characters is not going to give you your highest chance to win. That's all I could say about that. And I feel the same exact way about additionals. Unfortunately, I mean, it's just they chose, you guys, bro, you guys know, March, April, May, I'm sitting here, I'm saying dodge just is not that good right now. You know, I follow the trends of the game, bruh. I'm not just falling to my knees, tickling the nutsack of dodge at every second of every day. For months, I said dodge ain't in. But right now, you better be dodging. You better be dodging. Because even Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, who can tank mostly everything, you know, Dokkan Twitter says he's ass. He can't tank shit. Right? I guess you better be dodging. Let's just say that. You best be dodging. So, alright. Alright, Alright, Blue Goku could still kill us. We do still have 1 turn of Tech Broly, though. With his good damage reduction. So. Alright. So, let's look at what Golden Frieza looks like here. Oh, Dokkan coming in fucking clutch, dude. Oh, but I could go to Gogeta right here. I guess there's no reason not to, huh? Remember, it's so weird to like think about, but like look at that, like his portrait. Extreme tech, and then it's fucking Gogeta, dude. I love that. That's so silly. I love it. This is exactly how they can give villains love, by the way. Is a character like this. Like, I'm sorry that's what it needs to be, but this is exactly how, you know, monster villain buff, but it's fucking Gogeta. Right. So, I mean, we don't even need to use PyCon. Well, I guess we should still use PyCon's active. I'm gonna play the PyCon active. It's a rare one. Alright, let's see how we do. We'll go into Gogeta right here. That's fine. And let Gogeta go ahead and cook up a little bit. Let's go ahead and kill Paragus. I don't want to do too many old character animations, so we'll just go ahead and toss this. We should make sure to save some orbs for next turn. Yeah, for Gogeta. Alright, let's hit this. Alright, next turn, we're going to have HL Gogeta out too. That's going to be very helpful. Alright, maybe we can win. This will be good. 1 try, we win against this fight. Dude, I'll take that. Hell yeah. Alright, remember, so we already used an active. I don't regret doing that, by the way. That Golden Frieza active was very important towards us getting to this point of the fight. And obviously, this is a character who's going to be massively stronger once we've got him rainbowed and Link level 10 and shit like that. So that's going to be super good. Yep, okay, we're looking good. We'll play this out. So what do we still have to do? I guess, I mean, we could see maybe a turn where Golden Frieza gets hit a bunch with his active and he could do some damage. Maybe after this, we'll just directly go to, like, Omega Shenron's team and then maybe go to some tanky fight like Blue Goku or something like that. I think it's probably what I'll do. Let's get Gogeta out. So Gogeta will... I guess I'm probably just going to leave Tech Gogeta in slot 2 right there. That will just attack break. It's nothing. Yeah, I'm just going to do this. Well, wait, I'm going to do this, actually. Yep, here, hold this, bitch. Now, remember, Tech Gogeta, he is meant to dodge. He does have 40% damage reduction, but, like, if you just take a look at what he's looking like, he's got 40% damage reduction, but that doesn't mean a fucking thing when he is not guarding and he has 390k defense, right? Like, that's not going to be really too exquisite. Let's just quickly jump over and take a look here. So he's got that. He gets 200% defense when attacking, right? So it's like he can go slot 1 very consistently with 10 orbs, but, you know, you do need to just consider this. Like, I saw people, like, people were doing the usual troll shit of, like, oh, time to turn the private server on, play like an idiot, and then, oh, the character sucks. And they were doing that with Gogeta, like, oh my god, look how much damage he takes. Well, yeah, no fucking shit. He's a dodge character, dude. Yeah, you want to dodge with him. That's the point. That's the point. All right, let's see. Damn, dude. If only those tech orbs weren't there. All right, well, fuck it. Let's do this. Can we get 7? Yeah, we sure can. Nice. All right, let's go. We can win. Hopefully we do. We probably will kill on this rotation. Probably. Yeah, I'm just trying to think of, like, what situations. Honestly, this started out really good. Like, we just, like, this, I feel like so often we've done videos and shit is just constantly going wrong. Whereas, like, right here, like, it's just gone good, right? Like, we had 7 orbs for Broly-chan Lemo. We were able to, you know, utilize Golden Frieza's active to play defense. We're able to use Gogeta's active to play offense. Like, this first run was perfect to show, like, all abilities of the character. Like, we utilized everything to beat this. There's some, you know, a couple of odds and ends about the character I need to talk about more, but yeah, I mean, this was a great first start, like, first run. That was good. All right, let's see what Gogeta does right here. Remember, we have AGL Gogeta's active up. So 49 million right there. I mean, that... So 49 million is what 55% Link level 1 characters do nowadays. Right? Dude, 55% Link level 1. That's what they look like right there. All right, very good, yeah. This should be a win. I hope so. I mean, next turn is definitely still going to be scary, but Gods should be able to whittle this guy down. We do have Broly-chan Lemo next turn. We have Gogeta next turn. We do have AGL Gogeta Scouter up, though. That's good. Yeah, I think they're probably going to live. We probably will need Gogeta to hit, like, a dodge or 2 on the next turn, and then we can probably cook up. Now, remember, too, Golden Frieza does guard, but Golden Frieza is only guarding for the first 5 turns. And then starting from, well, his 6th turn from entry turn, he has a 70% chance to guard. One thing you guys do have to understand, chance to guard is not as bad. Oh, we got fucked a little bit. God damn it, dude. Chance to guard is not, wow, okay. I was like, oh yeah, things went so well up until this exact fucking moment. Look at this fucking horse shit right here. Of course, dude. On his way out the door, this is what he does. And we don't have 7 for Broly-chan Lemo. Nope. Okay. But my point is, we can see now. Okay, we can't use Golden Frieza. He's not guarding. But, like, remember, chance to guard. The reason chance to guard was so fucking horrible back then was because you didn't know if it was up until you got hit. We know he's not guarding. So we have to use Gogeta here. Yeah, I mean, damn, dude. 5 is also the best we can get. Holy fucking shit. So we have 75% chance to dodge. At 55%. Fuck, we're probably dead. Just bad luck right here. I don't know if there's really too much we could have did. I guess I'll give Broly-chan and Lemmo the int orbs for a little bit of extra defense. Maybe Gogeta will be able to tank a normal. Right? Like, that's... I guess that's kind of where I'm at here. Yeah, now we get fucking 7. This is why I'm not as high on this character, dude. Like, I mean, we would have needed to, like, not give orbs to the gods last turn to save for this pathetic character right here. God damn. Character sucks ass, dude. Alright, let's go. Come on, Gogeta. It's a tall task in front of Gogeta right here, but... Alright, that's good. Okay. Let's go to Omega's team. Let's do a run Omega's team. Probably in Blue Goku. Alright, guys. Here we are. Honestly, I think I might just pop Golden Frieza as active. And maybe just slide his ass in slot 3 right here. I mean, we have both Omega Shenron, like, around to give Golden Frieza massive stats. Maybe toss him in slot 3, let him get old. I mean, that's a lot of, like, hits we can get right here. Might as well. This is probably the best way to use Golden Frieza. You know, like, if we're in the Goku Black and Zamasu fight, and we get gold... Here, let me talk while he's sitting there. But, you know, we're in the Goku Black and Zamasu fight, turn 1. Golden Frieza can just, you know, swallow all the attacks up. We still would have to deal with the AoE, but the AoE is not a problem for Omega Shenron's team, right? It's mostly like the Goku Black Super. And Frieza's going to get such a massive defensive buff when he pops this. We should be good here. Alright, so we got that up now. Let's go ahead and get Frieza out of here. That we are going to miss the chance to grind it in, but we are going to see Golden Frieza look pretty good in the process. Oh, actually... Oh, no, I mean, we would link up better next to Omega. Well, I guess I could do this. This is fine right here. We don't actually have to put him in slot 3, just so there's no attacks in slot 2, so let's do this. This will get Frieza a little bit more extra damage since we'll have Legendary Power-Up with Omega right there. Alright, I'm not really in a hurry to kill Goku anyway, so I don't really care about splitting up Texan and Omega. It's fine. Not a big deal. Alright, let's go ahead and see what Frieza does. Remember, we cannot dodge in here anyway, so we're just going to get every one of these right here. This is giving Golden Frieza 150% attack and a 10% chance to crit with every attack he receives. So, it's like he's going to be able to do some good damage if he really gets hit a bunch. I mean, 150% attack per hit is pretty crazy. Like, Golden Frieza could be really fucking nutty, potentially. I mean, against Tech Vegito, it would work, huh? It definitely would. Because, like, you know, we'd be able to get, you know, 50 stacks of Vegeta and Trunks or something like that. And then Golden Frieza popping his active up, he should be able to be good against, yeah, I think so. Alright, let's see. 8 million. That was 8 million right there? Okay. I mean, 55% Link level 1. We could, you know, get way, way crazier. He does have debuffs on his super attack effects as well. Might as well go over the super attack effects for Gogeta and Frieza right here. There's his guaranteed additional. Alright. Decent damage right there for sure. So let's take a look at Frieza's super attack effects right here. I do like to do it here. It's always easier to see here. So the Ultra Super, he's getting 50% attack for 1 turn, make colossal damage to the enemy. Then he greatly lowers enemy attack and defense, and then gives allies 50% attack for 1 turn. Okay. And then the 12 key is getting 50% attack, colossal damage, lowers enemy attack and defense right there. And then Gogeta is getting 100% attack and defense. Then he gives allies this right here, the 50% defense. And then he's just getting 50% attack and defense right there. So remember, with Gogeta, you get the 50% for allies right there. and then you are also getting all of this for allies too. So it's like on that Gogeta active turn, you are massively buffing your allies, right? Okay, right here, how about we go ahead and just toss the Goku Black and Zamasu active. Remember that this is going to buff Golden Frieza right here. So Golden Frieza is going to get some extra stats from us dropping this. All right, let me come back next turn. God damn. Okay, let me come back next turn. Hopefully we don't kill Goku, dude. Jesus. All right, guys, coming back in. I guess, why don't we just go ahead and put Golden Frieza right here in slot 1. And just, I guess, see how he's able to handle business from Blue Goku right here. So, remember, at this point, Frieza, we got hit 9 times. So, he does have his defense fully built up. Certainly, raw defense and dodge will definitely be huge for this guy. Like, some raw defensive equips. And, I mean, him being rainbowed, like, all the extra defensive stats would be huge for him. Remember, he is, I mean, guarding, and he does have 70% damage reduction. So, alright, let's just go ahead and hit this right here. Sure. Let's give our boy Omega whatever he needs. We'll just hit that. That's good. Alright, chat. Let's see how we're going to look right here. See what Golden Frieza does. Remember, we have all the stats from Omega. I mean, the thing is Golden Frieza early on, I think he is going to be probably pretty effective for us. You know, in special battle fights like turn 1. And that really is like, because like Golden Frieza maybe not even doing crazy damage. I mean, his damage is it's not bad, but like him like maybe not doing the craziest damage or anything like that isn't even a big deal because Omega's team doesn't struggle for damage. That's not a thing. Omega's team struggling for damage, not the case whatsoever, right? Yeah, I like this character. Man, I don't know. Do I think they're number 1? Could I put them at number 1? Maybe, chat. Maybe. Omega's pretty crazy. The blues, I don't know. It seems tough for me to get a character above the blues. Maybe I have them at 2. I'm not even sure. Dude, it's tough. The top 6 LRs, like this has got to be the best top 6 we've ever had. Like all 6 of them are just so damn good. Very, very, very minor flaws with any of them. By the way, we've pretty much gone over... Like, we've seen everything they could do, actually. Like, I'm like, all right, where to next? But I guess, to be fair, like, we probably can wrap this up. We did go through all the abilities. It's because we had such a clean first run. Like, we were able to show, like, all the abilities of Gogeta and Golden Frieza just immediately in that first run, right? Yeah, it's because I talked about the defense. Got the additional super with this, but this is barely even a condition. We'll almost always, like, we would literally have this always. We talked about this. We talked about this. We talked about the orbs. We talked about the actives. Yeah, we actually have. I guess the one thing I haven't talked about is this. I mean, there could be some point where this could be really valuable. You know, we do fully heal HP with 1 orb when we go into Gogeta. That's pretty good. What's funny is he has that, but there's almost always like a big field of tech orbs right in front of him too, right? So, yeah. Okay, I guess we're good. Yeah, we saw them at 55%. I promise that the rainbow video is not going to go as smooth as this one did. No way, dude. All right, let's just go ahead and wrap this up here. And I guess we'll go ahead and take a look at LR Golden Frieza and Gogeta's details. Again, right now, I'm thinking of them as a top 3 character. It's hard. I mean, you can make very compelling arguments for all of the top 6. They're all really just so very good. Alright, guys, so there was the Golden Frieza, and I keep going to say 17, dude. I keep being, like, on the tip of my tongue saying Golden Frieza and 17. This Golden Frieza and Gogeta is what this character is. This is Stirred Battle Instincts, Golden Frieza plus Gogeta. Leader skills, movie bosses or movie heroes, category key 3, 200% HP, 170% attack and defense, and the extra 50% is for transformation boosts, gifted warriors, or inhuman deeds characters. Remember that this leader skill right now does kind of like suck ass, but I mean, even just in a couple of days with EGL LR Golden Frieza, it's getting a massive buff, right? Passive skill here is Golden Power. So Frieza gets 250% attack and defense at the start of turn, an additional 2 ki per ki sphere obtained, and then 70% damage reduction right away. For 5 turns from the character's entry turn, Golden Frieza will guard. And then starting from the 6th turn, he has a 70% chance to guard. I don't really think that'll be too much of an issue unless we were specifically in like a dodge canceling fight. And where we couldn't just go to Gogeta at that point. That's really the only problem with that. Remember, this is not like I saw so many tears about this line of right here in this character's passive when they were, first showing the details. But we can see if the character's guarding right away now. It wasn't like that before. Now we can see if the character's guarding. When there's 4 or more extreme class allies in the team, or there's another movie hero or movie boss's ally in the turn, Frieza gets a guaranteed additional super. For every attack received, Frieza gets 150% attack and 10% crit within the turn. And then whenever guard is activated, Frieza gets permanent 20% defense up to 100%. So 2 things about these procs. You have to get hit for this. Dodge will not trigger this. And for this, dodge will trigger this. Now, Frieza, I think, has the potential, depending upon what turn it is, what fight it is, to do a fucking lot of damage with this. But I think, in most runs, you're going to have a much higher win rate just giving this character, I think, dodge and, letting him go to work with this. Remember, it is kind of a similar issue Frieza could have that Vegeta and Trunks have where, remember, they, like this right here, right? They got to get a couple of hits received, or they could dodge it, just like Frieza, in order to build this up, right? So keep that in mind. And then when there's 3 or more superclass allies on the team, starting from the 3rd turn from character's entry turn, so that's literally just Frieza's next turn, or 5th turn from the start of battle, Gogeta will show up, and Frieza will change AGL and STR key spheres to tech, and then change physical or int key spheres to rainbow, and then again Gogeta shows up. Now I showed this, but with Frieza doing that, you really do have a free 10 orbs in front of you pretty much every time, like seemingly. And then you could just do that, and then the turn after pop Gogeta's active. So it is pretty, I think, easy or likely that you're going to have 2 turns of 100% dodge, or a turn of like 95% dodge and then 100% dodge the next turn or something like that. Like, the design is good. This is not a character. This character right here got massively hurt by the fact that they create orbs just boom. When Kale shows up, they change the field of orbs. That hurts this character bad. This orb changing doesn't really hurt this character, which is a good thing. All right, Golden Frieza has his active skill, Golden Frieza's Pride. He could do this if there's 4 or more extreme class allies on the team. It gives him 24 ki, 400% defense, and then a target mechanic will direct all enemy attacks towards him, which is really good. His super attack, his 12 ki super attack, is Psychokinesis. He gets 50% attack. Wait, let's look at the super attacks right here. The Psychokinesis, he gets 50% attack for 1 turn, colossal damage to the enemy, and then lowers enemy attack and defense. His 18 ki super attack, his ultra super attack, is the Death Beam. He gets 50% attack for 1 turn, mega colossal damage to the enemy, greatly lowers enemy attack and defense, and then gives allies 50% attack for 1 turn. Frieza should be pretty capable in slot 1, especially with the dodge build. And Gogeta should be very capable in slot 1. So I think you will be able to take advantage of these like super attack effects that they have in slot 1. From what I've experienced, like if this is gonna buff a character who's gonna do like a counter, it's good. But I mean, this can really, I think, get a lot of effect if it's for 2 turns, right? Because then you'd have the chance to do this, and then the next turn buff like a character that's doing an active skill attack. But I mean, it's still something, so not really complaining too bad. Multipliers are what you'd expect: 150% and 200% at 24 ki, right? 150% at 12 ki, so that's fine. Link set for Frieza: Prodigies, Universe's Most Malevolent, Shocking Speed, Strongest Gun in Space, Thirst for Conquest, Fierce Battle, and Legendary Power. Here, of course, are Frieza's best linking partners. Depending upon the fight, we could bust out Goku and Frieza. LR Golden Frieza, when he gets his EZA, is going to be super elite. A massively good character. But still a couple of days away until Golden Frieza gets that EZA. So there is that. Let's go and take a look at the categories for this character. I think they do actually have... They have the second most categories in the game is what it is. I'm just going to quickly double check that. Yeah, they have 25 categories. And the Blues have 26 categories. So they have the second most categories in the game. So they're going to have a massive impact on this game. They're only really conditions being superclass characters and villains. I also think probably will play quite well with the 25 categories they're on, right? So they're, of course, a movie bosses buff. You guys know the rule. You've heard me say this a million times. If it's been a couple of months since we've gotten a movie bosses character, guess what's coming? A movie bosses character. Dude, I've been talking about this for years. Fucking years now, right? Like, I remember right before Turles came out, I was mentioning it. Like, oh, we haven't had a movie bosses character in a while. And then, like, boom, Turles came like a month later or some shit. Like, it always happens. They love going to movie bosses. Boom, 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 boom. Then Frieza is also on Movie Hero because of Gogeta, right? So Movie Hero and Movie Bosses, I think, are both kind of weak right now. We'll see what's going to happen, right? As the celebration goes on. We're also on Transformation Boost right here. You know, another great option for Transformation Boost. I mean, this Frieza will be pretty good with any, like, major villain that might come out when LR Cooler comes out, right? Like, this Frieza should work very well with a lot of them. Then Frieza's also on the Gifted Warrior category team. Maybe the best category in the game. Every single tag character's on this team, right? Even the one tag character that is not an LR, the only one that's on LR, the TUR Trunks and Goten, the free-to-play Trunks and Goten. This has every tag character on it. Crazy. Then they're also on Inhuman Deeds, is what this category is right here. A very strong category, right? Led by LR Omega Shenron. Pretty good. Then they're also on the full power category. We always get full power missions. This will be a great character to use for potential full power missions in the future, so that's good. Then Frieza's also on the Wicked Bloodline category team. Been quite a while since we've really gotten much Wicked Bloodline stuff, right? So this will be good. And we're about to go into a batch. One of the trio of big-time LRs from 2022 already got his EZA. And then we still have these two boys on the horizon as well. Then Frieza's also on Seekers of the Dragon Ball. That's awesome. Always nice. Oh, wait. Yeah, this is Dragon Ball Seekers. Always nice to get more options for this team, right? Again, this is another kind of like very strange team. You know, with the type of characters that are on this. So it'll be nice to be able to just kind of like have a really strong Dokkanfest LR added to the category. Then Frieza's also on, is this Terrifying Conquerors? Yeah, Terrifying Conqueror category team, okay. Another big buff for that, which will be good. Then Frieza is on the Target Goku category team. We'll see if this will ever be strong. It could be, right? A lot of different characters on Target Goku. We also have the Revenge category, another weird team. Really good to have buffs for a team like this. Revenge? Hell yeah, dude. That's good. Then Frieza's also on Space Traveling Warriors. So, for years, I've complained massively that Metal Cooler and Golden Frieza are not on Space Traveling Warriors. It just is like the stupidest shit in the world. It's so moronic to me that Frieza and Cooler are not on Space Traveling Warriors. I think it's just so fucking stupid. So, Dragon Ball Super Broly versions of Golden Frieza were added to the category with the data download. So, like, this Golden Frieza, you know, I didn't used to be there. Then there's the physical Golden Frieza who came out back when the Broly movie first came out. Right here. Those characters were added to it. But not Resurrection F fucking Golden Frieza, which pisses me off. I feel like eventually they probably will just do it, but gotta be patient, I guess. Then Frieza's also on the Mastered Evolution team. Another kind of like niche team that it's good to get, you know, more options like this added to it. Frieza's also on the Sworn Enemy category team. You know, with all the, like, you know, villains, the major villains right there. You know, this could potentially be, you know, a big-time team, so that's good right there. Then Frieza's also in the Super Bosses category. So now, you know, LR Goku Black gets a much-needed, massive buff to this team. LR Golden Frieza is a gargantuan buff. Super Bosses is way stronger with Golden Frieza being around, so that's good. Then there is, this is Powerful Comeback. Yeah, no. No, excuse me, this is the Successor. This is Successor is what this is. Yeah, this is the Successor category right here. Okay. One of the 10th anniversary categories. Then this is Fusion. This is the Fusion Dance category right here. Yep, okay. A lot of the tag characters up here, man. Yeah, Fusion Dance gotten a lot. I mean, we've gotten so many Fusion buffs in 2024 and 2025. Even I'm like, you know, Amatsu, it's okay, dog. Like, we could do some non-Fusion characters. Like, bro, I give my blessing for the big Namek celebration or Saiyan Saga or something like that. Like, we actually did do every fucking Fusion in, like, a 15-month span or 16-month span. Like, it's crazy, right? Then they're also on the Kamehameha team. We desperately need a new Kamehameha lead, man. So bad. We need it bad. Then Frieza's also on Final Trump Card. Yeah, this is the Final Trump Card category, which is good because this has a lot of villains and superclass characters, right? This Golden Frieza and Gogeta can be run. I mean, we could just do them on a team full of superclass characters or a team full of villains, and the character's still great. But if we've got a mix, we could just let the battle situation dictate what we want to do with them, right? Then this is Powerful Comeback right here. Powerful Comeback and Successor actually look a little similar to me. But yeah, here's the Powerful Comeback category team. You know, Dragon Ball Super Gogeta is always on this, so that's why. Then they're on, this is Time Limit. Yeah, this is the Time Limit category right here. You know, the Gogeta, another buff to that. And then this is Accelerated Battle. So Gogeta characters, Dragon Ball Super Broly Gogeta characters were added to Accelerated Battle. That's a massive buff to the category because, I mean, Dokkan just can't keep Gogeta's dick out of its mouth, right? So we know how many 50 more Dragon Ball Super Broly Gogetas are coming, right? There's 50 more, 70 more. We don't have turn 1 blue Gogeta, which is going to happen. So, like, you know, him now being on this category just makes this category even better. So, I mean, I'm not complaining. Them adding characters to categories is always a good thing. Then we're also on the Fuse Fighter category team, which did it get enough buffs this year? My God. Okay. Yep. There you go. Then there's the Superhero category team, which is looking to be in a good spot. And this is going to get a little bit of a renaissance soon, too, because we have Gohan and Piccolo coming up on their Easy Ace, which is good. Then we also have the Earth Protecting Hero category. So this character, yeah, when we do, like, I'm thinking about a festival run, this character is getting supported from both Tech Vegito and AGL Gogeta, right? So that's going to be really, really good. Okay, so, sorry, a lot of talking. There was the Golden Frieza portion of the card. So remember, this is a tag switch character. Gogeta will show up if there are 3 or more superclass allies starting from the 3rd turn from Frieza's entry turn. So essentially the easy way to think about that is Frieza's 2nd turn. Literally it's just Frieza's 2nd turn no matter what. Or if you don't have the superclass allies, it's 5th turn from the start of battle. Even if we don't have the superclass allies to be able to do this, you know, early, I mean, I still think that the orb changing Frieza creates could still be useful. And, I mean, we could still just go into Gogeta and have 100% dodge on that turn regardless. Because with Frieza doing so much, like, orb changing, 10 or 9, 8 orbs, or maybe 8 orbs is going to be, like, uber consistent. So Gogeta is always going to come out. And as long as you can dodge, Gogeta is going to be in a very advantageous situation. So there's Gogeta. Remember, he's going to have his different super attacks, different passive. He has his own active skill, and then several of his links do change. Oh, I'm looking forward to link level in this card. Hell yeah! All right, so, and then, of course, he goes Super Saiyan right there. Yes, if you're curious, this character is missing the Super Saiyan category. Active skill, like being Super Saiyan in the active skill on other occasions has been enough to add the character to the category. I think there is a very good chance we will see this character eventually added to the category because they just directly should be. And if they are added to the category, that would mean they would then be tied for most categories in the game, which would be good. All right, so we have that. Passive is Gogeta's power. We could, exchange with Golden Frieza at any time. 6 key, 250% attack and defense at the start of turn. An extra 1 key per key sphere obtained. Super effective against all types, and then 50% chance to dodge. When we first get a key sphere with him, he will fully recover our HP. If there's 3 superclass allies on the team, or another movie hero or movie boss's ally in the turn, Gogeta gets 40% damage reduction. Although it's not, that's not really going to do much besides his active turn. The only time that's doing a lot is on his active turn. Other than that, I mean, it's like, we saw him take over 1 million from 1 normal, right? That was through the 40% damage reduction. Like, that shit is not enough. He's a dodge character. It's what he is. When attacking with 20 key, Gogeta gets 200% attack and defense and a 70% chance to crit. When doing the active skill or attacking with 24 key, he gets another 150% attack and guaranteed crit. For every key sphere obtained, he gets 5% dodge. So with 10 orbs, he has 100% dodge. And then he gets 10% attack and 10% defense for all allies when attacking per orb. So his active skill turn is ridiculous because you also get for every 5 key spheres obtained, you get a guaranteed additional super. And then he has his active skill, the Kamehameha. We could do this if there's 3 or more superclass allies on the team. And then he gets 540% attack temporarily, ultimate damage to the enemy, 540% defense, and then he changes all key spheres to tech key spheres. So this defense right here, I assume, is there for dodge canceling fights, right? So he'll get that. He'll be able to tank a little bit. And then that's where this would come into play. If you're in a dodge canceling fight, you use his active skill. So remember, he changes the full field of orbs into tech. So you'll get 23 orbs with him. So you'll give 230% attack and defense to allies. You use Gogeta's active, you put him in slot 1. He has 100% dodge, and he gives 230% attack and defensive support to allies. And you're getting 23 orbs, so you're going to activate this 4 times, right? So he's going to have 4 additional super attacks added to it. Like, it's nuts. Like, his full power, this full power active skill turn is so crazy, dude. And then, I mean, I'm just going to get to it in a second, but then he's also doing this for allies too, on top of the huge, massive support he's getting. Like, this combo is so disgusting right here. Like, it's so crazy. So he's got that. Now we'll look at his super attacks right here. 12 key super attack is the Meteor attack. He gets 50% attack and defense for 1 turn, does colossal damage to the enemy. His 18 key super attack, his ultra super attack, is the Gallic gun. He gets 100% attack and defense for 1 turn, does mega colossal damage to the enemy, and then raises allies' defense by 50% for 1 turn. So again, that extra little defensive support on that active turn is absolutely massive. Then his link set becomes Shocking Speed, Fuse Fighter, Prepare for Battle, Over in a Flash, Kamehameha, Fierce Battle, Legendary Power. Holy fuck. His link set has kind of gone over my head up until now. He has the legendary Shocking Speed, Prepare for Battle, and Over in a Flash combo. That's pretty good. A lot of, OG Kaioken characters had that, right? Like, I think AGL Kaioken Blue's got that, doesn't he? Where he has all 3 of those. Am I right on that? I think he is. He does, right? Yeah, Prepare for Battle, Over in a Flash, Shocking Speed, yeah. That's disgusting, because that'll work really well with all different types of characters, right? That's really good. It's a great link set that Gogeta's got. Prepare for Battle, Fuse Fighter. I mean, he's just going to work well with a lot of great characters. Look at this. It's a lot of great characters, a lot of new characters in here. So, there we go. Yeah, Gogeta looks good. This whole character looks good, man. This Golden Frieza and Gogeta, this is a very elite character. I would say that they are, to me, they feel somewhere in the top 3. I think they're fun. All the different ways we could play them, I think is really good. So I think that this is just genuinely an incredible character. So let me know what you guys think about the LR, Golden Frieza, and Gogeta. Remember, they do have equips just for them via missions. We'll go ahead and get to the Rainbow Showcase shortly here. So let me know what you guys think of them. Thanks, guys, for watching. I'll catch you guys next time.